One of the important things you have to do as part of your AdWords management is to regularly review your ads and update them based on the metrics that are important to your account. So in this case, I've got my Google AdWords UK campaign and the AdWords expert ad group that I want to look into. And within that ad group, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 ads promoting my AdWords services. And if you look over here, these are some of the basic metrics that I tend to look at when I'm comparing one ad to another. So click-through rate is very important, and it's one of the factors that determines sort of your quality scores and how your ads perform. So if I look at these ads, and just by looking at the click-through rate, I can clearly see that this ad has a higher click-through rate and that one slightly lower, and so on and so forth. Generally, higher click-through rates tend to be a lot better, and in this case, I'm allowing the AdWords system to run the ad that's performing best for my campaign and for my ad group. This ad actually stopped because it had a countdown timer, so it's got no data with it. So when I look at this, I can then optimize the ads based on my findings. Now, this is based on last month's data, so sometimes you may want to expand that to get more traffic to see what you've actually been getting over an extended period. So maybe we could say, let's say all time, for example, and then see what it shows us. So if I come down here, it's going to show me the click-through rate is going to change again, and then I'll look at that and see that this is the best performing one for my ad. So if I'm finding, for example, this one is 2.52%, it means probably I need to change it somehow and see how I can improve it. So I can click on that icon and click edit and then change a headline 1. So for example, I could say I want to put dynamic keyword insertion to update the keyword based on the person's search, and then I could probably change headline 2, change part 1, part 2, and change the description too. But maybe I'll go with that, and then I'll just click save new ad. Remember, when you save a new ad, what it does is it's actually creating a new one and deleting the one that was running before. So if you look here, no metrics at all, because this is a completely new ad. So that one is gone. I mean, you can look at your historic data to see how we performed in the past. Now this one isn't running at the moment. It had a countdown timer to an offer that I had. So I can always change this and say, well, I've got a new offer and it's going to expire on the 20th of February at 3 p.m. And then I can always just save that if I like it, and so on and so forth. It just depends obviously on what you're trying to achieve and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff is really based on the metrics. It's not really based on what you like, it's based on the metrics. And even better if you can go into your conversion metrics, if that is important to you. My conversion metrics are not always recorded because a lot of people call me from my website and so on. So that's call tracking, which I need to set up. But your metrics are key to the performance of your campaign, and you optimize your ads based on what you're finding in here and what people have been responding to in the ad itself.